Hello, welcome to Okami HD. I haven't played this before, so yeah, let's start. That's fine. I'm not dying much. Actually, I might be. Story. Oh, so it's the credits, right. I should probably be reading this, shouldn't I? Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honoured as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Arichi, a fearsome, cave-dwelling beast, I can speak honest, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Arichi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harbouring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Arichi once and for all, Nagi travelled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Arichi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson, upon 8 thrashing necks. Arichi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi lapped with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared, as if to protect Nagi. It stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranu, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranu leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. I like the sort of silhouette, shadow puppet kind of thing it's got going on. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranu summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranu, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranu fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranu, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranu refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword, as if a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high, the golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranu had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranu was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranu let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranu's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranu's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Wow. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds, speak the words. I wish darkness onto the world. Utter that prayer onto me, and unleash my power. Oh dear. Ow. I look like it hurt. Wow, the controller's going mad. Now loading. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of ŌKAMI village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Wow. Wood sprite Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such a calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu. Now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Okami Amaterasu. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is Amaterasu. Now, how delightful to see the saviour whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demons so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Sniff. That's Amaterasu. Gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse. Then they are at this very moment. Oh, yeah. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. What is this? Has I stolen its way into my robe? Ho ho ho! Oh hee hee hee! Ha 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 ha! Phew! What on earth? You again? Is that a little mushroom? Ow, 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 ow. Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting. That's all. Are you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isan. Wandering artist Isan. I'll show you just how great I am. and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it, you look just like that statue of Shiranu. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the greatest son. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denko Maru, against you. Wow, okay. What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway? Oh great god, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki village. The village lives on, their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees return to normal, huh? That security girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. That girl said that. If you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Ah, cool. So I can move around. Getting to other stuff. That fruit sure is growing in a high place. The only way we're going to reach that is some kind of special power. As I can't do a camera thing. Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around. That one changes your point of view. Boy, your roots are helpless. Are you sure going to be okay? Yeah, so we can look up, we can look down, we can look left, you can look right. Ah, so it's like zoomed out, zoomed in. Hold on. That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way, you can always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. So, let's save. I really like the sort of art style. Really nice. Oh, pots. Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Press square to bust them with your head. Tackle. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. That's like real headbutt. Oh, there we go. I knew I'd get it eventually. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on there, Furball. Get a load of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Going that high, it will be a piece of cake. Press X to jump. Then press X again to do a wall jump. But make sure you press it firmly so you jump really high. So tap it, do a little leap. Yeah, there we go. I knew you could do it. They say, good luck is finding held places, so keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure. True that. Ah! Get the pot. Silly wolf. You obtained Holy Bone S. Amaterasu's favourite set restores 3 units of solar energy. Can I headbutt the horse? Yeah, I can. Right, across the next... Nope. Looks like the bridge is out. Do I jump across it? This shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? That's kind of long. Mind if I call you Ami? Listen, Ami. Ever heard of spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least, that's what they say. Just watch. It'll take all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Nice, huh? Just a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one is the power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwells within objects all around us. But, god or no god, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? We shall see. River of the Heavens. River of the Heavens? They mean the fabled Stardust River? But I sure don't see anything like that around here. It couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it? Let's have a look up here first. Wow, look! Look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey look, are those stars forming a pattern? Or is it just me? There's one missing. Guess I'll have to draw the missing star. Bah! Looks like I'm not just ready to draw missing stars. Press R1 to hold the brush, then square to draw. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. Mumble. So R1. And we can just little splodge of paint there. Oh! Wow! Okay. Why, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu, I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, ŌKAMI, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men, and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation, and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens, and renew the flow of stardust. Well, that was Okami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you're as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, it couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? Alright, let's go back down to the Stardust River. River of the Heavens, so that's good. Wonder if throwing some stardust will get the river flowing again. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a starry river? There's no way you could pull off a stunt like that. Let's find out. Right, so R1. And we can, I don't know. Whoa! A river of stardust. So this really must be the river of heavens. But what I really want to know is who the heck drew the darn thing? Haha, that would... Oh, cool. That's... Oh... That was really cool. Ooh. That's actually... Oh... You obtain Astral Pouch. Look what you found, Furball. This Astral Pouch here is amazing. It can swallow up lots of food. Then when it's full, you can revive its owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find around here. Cool. You consume apple. Nectar filled sour apple. Fills the Astral Pouch a little bit. You consumed peach. Juicy and fragrant peach. Fills the Astral Pouch a little bit. You consume orange. Orange with salt, citrus taste. Fills the Astral Pouch a little bit. Yeah, I'm guessing a wolf won't really be too filled up by just a load of fruit. Is there anything down here? No. Right through the glow portal of sparkles. Wow, this whole thing looks so good. Right. Fountain of Nagi. Nagi? What's his name doing here? Ooh. Hidden goodies. Grab some yen. Haha. You consumed dumplings. Dough balls made from grain fills the Astral Pouch a little bit. What we need is like some fresh steak. That's exactly what Amoretsu needs. Amaterasu. Wolfman. Up here. Okay. Is this? Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the White Wolf. There. First over the heavens and now this place? Where the heck are we, Furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, that sword's in really bad shape. The god sure didn't do much to protect this place. Oh, let's see if I can fix this up a bit. I know it. You can handle a brush. I'll try again. Draw more careful. Oh. That's the one. And then... That really was your brushwork. All this time. How'd you get so good? Exactly who are you anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like a... I don't know what's that going to be. Could be anything. Oh, obviously. It's a mouse? Yeah. Oh wow, it's a mouse word. Wow. It's a heavily armed rodent. Well, well. If it's an innocent mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time, but with these monsters around, the only place that I could hide was in this shrine, dedicated to ancient heroes. If there is anything I can do to assist you in your endeavours, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. Bling. Hey, that was the god Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute, if you're getting all these powers, then you're just like that Shiranu. You know, the wolf that fought and died alongside the great Nagi? Then Shiranu died. The wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranu and Nagi? It's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing us stuff on that boulder over there? Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it till I see it. So we just go prang. You call that a line? Use a brush like a sword. Oh, does it have to be like... Ah, nice and straight. That's the issue, ain't it? Oh, it's right. Right, straight horizontal line. Right. I'm so glad it explained it to me. Look, shite. I know what horizontal means. Ah! Oh, bastard flea. There we go. I didn't think you had it in you. Neither did I for a minute there. I was struggling with a straight line. I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, Furball. I mean, Amaterasu. I've made up my mind. If you're Shiranu Reborn, that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you! Lucky me. Haha, it's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the power slash, you can cut down that thing Sakuya was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you cut down the Can I swing the camera around? Is that going to open up for me? No, can I? I can. Oh yeah. villains! What the? Where did they come from? And whatever, draw first, ask questions later, right? You know the divine instrument you have on your back? Well, press square to use its power against them. Look at me. Once you've caught them off guard and turned them black and white, they're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty you are. Grab your brush and give them a power slash. So now it's like that, I can bang. Oh yeah. Well, they've turned into a beautiful little... You've obtained an ink bowl. Bottle full of ink. That's pretty self-explanatory there. Fills one of Amaretsu's ink pots. Oh yeah. Get the cash. Right, back we go. Oop. I said back. Oh, okay, well, I don't know what are these guides. Is that? Yeah. 200 yen. I like that. Those are pretty good. Back across the Stardust River, whatever it was called. And wasn't there a there we go. Magical mirror somewhere near here. Save points. Did I go past it? No. Obviously not. Just continue then. Oh, there it is. Come on. Let's save it. And I'll probably finish this here. So yeah, ended up playing this for about 40 minutes, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, so thanks for watching and see you next time.